Hello, everyone. And I'm going live on Instagram. Even though I look like, ooh, I need a tiny bit of sleep.
I need all the sleep. And whatever this music sound like, it sound like old school porn music.
There you go.
I tell her that all the time.
Hey, everybody on my Instagram tuning in. Thank you for tuning in tonight. JewCee Tales Erotic Chat is live. We're going to give everybody a couple more minutes to come on in. Tell a friend. We're going to have a good time tonight. Hey, Maisie. Hey, MGLMS Studios is joining me. And Rakia, hey, girl. How you doing on my Instagram side? I know it does sound like wah wah.
Oh yeah.
Hey Lorenzo.
Hi Lorenzo.
Hey Lorenzo.
Which Lorenzo is that?
The voice himself.
Right, exactly. We're just getting started, ladies and gentlemen. Just gonna give it a couple of minutes, let folks to join us. Come on in.
Yeah.
We got some regulars already popping on. Love it. If you're on, please say hello. Let us know where you're from. We got to give a shout out to the Summer Kinky Camp.
Y'all look like y'all had so much fun.
Great time this weekend at the Summer Kinky Camp. Got to give our love out to Lee and company for allowing JewCee Boutique to set up and Miss Purple Rain to be out there giving massages, y'all. Oh, she got some magical hands. Magic.
I try.
Girl, that felt good. And she had to knock the kink out. Okay, I had to stress. Kinker in the necker. All right, y'all. Let's go. We got a Facebook user. I can't see who that is, but
hey ladies, hello.
I miss you too, Rakia. She's in Austin. Got Austin, Texas tuning in. Girl,
It's Moses.
How hot is it in Austin? Oh my God. Are you guys going through that heat wave down there? Hey, Moses. We got Columbus, Ohio in the house.
Good evening, everyone. Come on, crowd in, join in, listen to the chaos.
Ooh, Rakia said it's hell in Texas.
I was just in Texas a couple of weeks ago. It truly was hell.
Did you enjoy? I know you were there for your birthday. Did you enjoy?
Oh, I did. I had a mega blast. The entire month was insane.
Did you have fun last week too?
Oh, in Miami? You know I had fun in Miami. You saw the fun in Miami.
We saw some pictures. Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Miami was live.
She got me stepping my social media game up, y'all. My content, I be watching her. I'm about to step my content game up because of my sis.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. You see me record live before shooting content.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. I didn't figure out how to step my game up.
Oh yeah, I go hard. I do all right, but it's all in fun.
We got Yogi.
Yeah.
Yogi Latin is on my live with us as well over here on Instagram. So
Hey,
she's
Yogi.
popping in to say hey.
Hello.
Hey, Yogi.
So hopefully that's going to pop in here in a second on my Instagram. So we want to welcome everyone once again to a marvelous Monday on Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. I am Ms. JewCee, the ringleader.
That sounds about right.
Am I right?
Yeah.
The instigator.
The corrupter.
That's gonna be me. That's gonna be me tonight. So y'all are in my bedroom because once again it's almost 90 degrees in Cleveland, so it's hot. So the AC is in one room and that's where I am. So whew. Plus, I'm hot because of our beautiful special guest tonight. So we're gonna get to her in a moment. But first, I gotta let everybody know I could not do this show without my beautiful melanated queens in the house, all the way out in California, in LA. We have Miss Siren in the house. Whoop, 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 whoop. Giving it up for her. And we have all the way from Indianapolis, Indiana, we have Miss Purple Rain in the house tonight. Yes.
What up?
Yes. Oh, ladies, how was your week? How was it? Miss Siren?
Mine.
Oh, go ahead,
Yeah.
Purple Rain. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
I just want to say mine was amazing. I got to kick the weekend with my sis, with JewCee. Cleveland owes me nothing. That's all I'm gonna say. I had a great time. She owes me nothing. Cleveland owes me nothing. I will be back, y'all. I will be back.
Cool. We had a great time. We did have a great time. We met some wonderful people from all different genres of lifestyles, which I thought was really cool and exciting. And it was such a beautiful weekend. We had a beautiful weekend. It didn't start off that great the night before here in Cleveland because I don't know what the hell that storm was, but it actually took out the tent that all of us were supposed to be housed under for the event. It took it out, wrapped it around a tree, from what I understand. So we had a rainstorm that blew through Cleveland that tried to, just take Cleveland off the map. But we made it through. Streets were flooded. Flooded. And it was, I'm hoping everybody was okay. Some minimal property damage was done here in Cleveland. But we survived. We made it through. But yeah, the cars were swimming. The cars were swimming. And it came down, and I mean, when I tell you it rained for 10 minutes and it put down that much water, and the water was sideways. It was coming down sideways, and my dumb butt was out in it. But anyway, so I'm happy that my little sis didn't have to go through any of that to get here to see town. It had all cleared. It had all cleared, which was really good. So, Siren, how was your week, ma'am?
My week was fine. I started a detox on Saturday. So I'm eating like a bird. No alcohol. This is what I'm drinking.
Just water.
Water and juices that I freshly juice. And raw tacos.
Raw tacos.
Which y'all saw what that looked like. So cheers to me.
Okay. She's doing some raw tacos.
Don't sleep, they fire though. Don't sleep, they fire. They are fire.
Were these the ones kind of like hey Love 33? I'm missing a lot of people on my Instagram, but hello everybody. Eat Out in Cleveland has joined me. Hey, how y'all doing? So yeah, I'm about to eat out. Y'all got to keep me up on the food because I'm a foodie girl. So Eat Out in Cleveland, let's go. Let's go.
As you talk about food.
And Yogi Latin says, way to go on your juicing. Way to go.
Thank you. I love you. Thank you.
Yes. So without further ado, we have a very, very special guest in the house tonight. One that I have found to be quite experienced. I love listening to her talk. I'm a secret stalker. She doesn't know that, but now she does. Because let me just tell you, and I mean this in the nicest of ways, this bitch keeps it real. Okay. She is no holds barred, and I love it. Wow, what can I say about Mistress Urban Kink is joining us tonight live? Yay! Welcome. Oh my gosh.
Thank you,
I'm
ladies,
so
for having me.
honored to have you here tonight. And we all are.
Thank you for having me. I mean, it is an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
And before we get started, I want to apologize for the screw up on the time. Okay, now we got it together.
Yeah, that's okay. You gave me a couple hours to rest and play some video games.
All right. Well, I know that one fan of yours, besides myself, is Miss Purple Rain, and I held out to tell her that you were going to be here.
She held out, period, because I don't even know what's happening right now.
She
kept it to herself, for real.
I'm fangirling right now. And I know her personally, and I'm still fangirling. I'm fangirling.
You just told me. You literally just told me.
I know.
My whole ass.
I know, but you got to understand. For me, it's more of as a femdom that is coming into the game and learning. You are definitely someone I look up to. You handle this male-dominated world with grace and class and no bullshit, and I fucking love it. Yeah. So that's where it's coming from.
I appreciate that. I love what I do. Pardon me, I have a cold. But I love what I do. And I mean, considering where I'm from, I'm always keep it real. And that's part of the fun of it for me. Like, there's no need to sugarcoat anything, to act like I'm something I'm not, because obviously everybody want to meet me. So I want to make sure that when you meet me, you're not shocked because I'm a loud wire, and you know. So, it's really about, encouraging people to walk in their truth and not to necessarily learn how to quiet the chaos that they hear in their mind. You can do something constructive with those things, and that's really what I do.
Okay. Can you so for those of you that don't know, Mistress Urban is a mistress in the BDSM, and I'm sure more, lifestyle. And if you would like to explain or just let us know, how did you get into becoming a mistress? Because we hear a lot about the men side of it. So we get to talk about the women's side of it tonight. Yes.
For me, I feel like it all really goes into a tunnel. When you choose to go into this specific lifestyle, this particular lifestyle, when you choose kink and BDSM, you're choosing to learn skills. Whether it's, the skill of quieting your inner voice, whether it's, learning to pick up strength, whether it's as a woman really learning how to exude that dominance and really not necessarily look masculine all the time, but know how to project your femininity. There's so many things that go into it. So what I learned was, with me being corporate for so long, one of the first things that I was taught was not to necessarily dress like the white people, because I was always shapely and tall and thick. So I had to dumb down physically how I looked, because I was in the corporate world, and because I'm so spoken in such a way where I have to communicate and get my words across, my ideas across. I was always told not to be so boisterous or not to be so forthcoming or aggressive. And, I never took things as something that was to be a reality for me, because it just wasn't who I was. I'm not someone who's quiet. I'm style and many other people. And so it really just made sense that once I, had mentors and actually stumbled upon a couple mentors from Chicago that took me under their wing to really teach me how to fine tune and add some grace to where I was, and just really started learning the skill of being a dominant. I've always been dominant in my workforce, in my profession, in my household, and everything I've done. I've been a leader. Following isn't something that it strikes me as being something attractive to do. I've always wanted to make sure that I led my people and led them in a way where they understood where we were going. And so learning the skills of being responsible for other people is really what dominance is. You tend to take on the upper hand role of being able to lead and responsibly take care of people who are looking to be vulnerable and looking to grow under your leadership. So that's kind of how I got started. I've always been a leader, but really just wanted to take it and entertain my kinks and really go into a lifestyle that I felt like I can belong to, and I didn't have to quiet my voice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes, a lot of people. Shall we start with 50 Shades of Grey, which is entertainment, ladies and gentlemen.
50 Shades of Grey, yeah.
Entertainment. But it did, do you believe that it might have, it opened up the conversation a little bit more about this type of a lifestyle, although maybe not totally correctly, but it did open up the conversation.
I think 50 Shades of Grey did exactly what it needed to do. In this lifestyle, it showed a mapping that this fantasy actually exists. 50 Shades of Grey was not meant to be the holy grail of BDSM, nor was it to be of any lifestyle or kink associated anything. It was really to spark the idea that this exists, A, but B, it was a romantic movie. It wasn't anything that we do in our kink dungeons and things like that. It was more like, oh, you want to choke me? Oh, yeah, that's so good. No, this is not what we're doing up in here. Those things are cute. Those are what I like to call niceties. Those are the PG-13 things that I like to showcase to show that, hey, these things are cute. We can do these things. See these balancing acts and movies like The Secretary. The Secretary was actually way close. The Secretary, the story of you're talking about real, kink lifestyle stories and books and movies, but I think that 50 Shades of Grey really was supposed to be a soft, launch into, hey, there's something else that exists around here, but it wasn't, there's not a lot of, how do I say this without being a butthole? Everybody ain't wicked. So they didn't want to put stuff in 50 Shades of Grey that'll land everybody in jail.
Right. Yeah, something. Well, they came close. I'm just saying.
Rick James came closer.
Right.
Y'all are petty.
Hey,
that was on a whole nother level of petty because I understood what she meant.
hey.
AF.
I did too.
Yeah, you can't hold on to them when they say they want to leave.
That's cold-blooded.
And look, and you can't do fire play on them when they completely bound to the bed. Don't do it on cloth and stuff. That's just set on fire. Don't do that. That's bad business.
You just can't. Moses states,
okay, Moses.
Urban Kinkster is strength, intelligence, beauty, and grace. She helped me to learn about my strength, and I am forever grateful.
Oh, thank you, Moses. I appreciate you truly.
All
Definitely.
of it, yes.
Hey,
That's my
bro.
tissue, please.
Yes, son. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I know it was a goofball. So, I mean, it's things like that that keeps me motivated about doing what I'm doing. I had a last time we was at Neck. Last time we did the fetish ball, I had a D type and his wife slash slave walk up to me, and they were talking to me, and they say, "We've known that you've been coming here for at least 4 years. And you've never been one of those D types that just walked past or didn't acknowledge us or didn't feel like they could talk to everybody. We didn't know who you were until you really got your leather." And they said it's because you're so friendly, you're so outgoing. You take the opportunity to teach people, to talk to people, to figure out who people are. It's one of the reasons why everybody knows who Urban Kingster is. I talk to everybody. If I'm in a room, I'm going to work that entire room. You're going to talk to me. I don't give a shit how you feel that day. You are going to talk to me because you're going to give me a hug and you're going to feel better about your life. It just is what it is. Ain't that right, Purple? Ain't that right, Purple?
It is.
That's what I feel like
He's a great
you're
hug.
doing like this to just come. Won't you?
I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger all day. So you're going to know who I am. And I try and impact as many people as I can. It's really about, that's what, beyond being a dominant in this lifestyle, because I don't identify as a dame. I have a masculine title. I identify as a dominant because I hang with men. I hang with the dominants, mostly because I'm that kind of aggressive, and it just makes no sense. I just want to feel on the girls. You can play with another mistress, but I might feel on you and pin you down and tickle you and shit. Yeah.
Some of us like that though. Some of us switches like this.
I'm the top that tops. I love it. It's fun. And when you're not trying to be like, "Come here, bitch, let me get you." Like, no,
Right.
Let me show you something. I got something for you. Come here.
So what makes you Damn, I felt like getting in the car and leaving.
Right.
I'm just saying.
I just felt like going away. So, and there are different types, and I'm happy. That's one of the questions I definitely wanted to ask you, because there are different. I don't think people understand that there are different types of domain. There's domain women or domains that can be mistresses, that can be dominatrixes, that can be. There's different types, just like. A lot of people don't understand there are different types of subs and there are different types of slaves. They all think everything is well, number one, a lot of people believe that subs and slaves are the same and they're different. And then you're explaining, because I know a lot of people say, when I say that I'm a domain or a mistress, oh, you're a dom? I'm like, do you want to get your teeth knocked down your throat right now? But do you not know that I'm not?
Let's address that first of all.
I am not.
People, stop calling yourselves doms. Are you that fucking lazy where you can't say the whole fucking word? What are we doing? It's not a lot of letters. It sounds actually good when you roll it off the tongue, like dominant. Not dominate. Don't get that as an action. Right. But an actual label is a dominant. Mm-hmm. With a capital D for the people who flunked out of first grade. It's a title.
It's a capital.
And the titles are earned. So the people that start calling themselves, "I'm a dom." Nah, you a fuck nigga. That's what you really are, because shit. I mean, I don't care. I'm a dominant. I'm a mistress. I'm going into more pro dom work. Like, say that shit with your chest. Learn the terminology of the lifestyle. You must. If you're referring to yourself in lowercase letters, then yeah, be the little person that you are, and I will recognize. But when you type my name, I will correct you, because this has been going on for some time. Take y'all titles proper. That shit is to be made proper. That's how you make people take you seriously. Exactly. You demand the respect that you have worked for, unless you want to be a little D. And I mean, nobody likes a little D. I like a little D.
I could take that two ways. But
take that all the ways.
Right. Took it a couple of different ways.
You said ass.
So, Siren, do you have any questions? Because I
Not
can,
yet. They coming though. They coming. They coming. Trust me. I'm listening. I'm paying attention.
I can see
Yes.
some formulating. I get to see some formulating. And Miss Purple Rain, I know you. What you like?
I'll be acting shy. It's all right. Hold on. All right, my turn. Oh Lord.
I'm not shy, but just very much so intrigued and taking it in.
It is. I think so much we do see it from the male perspective that we don't really talk a lot from the female perspective in this industry. We do listen a lot, and we see a lot, honestly, a lot of the male dominance in in our viewing. For me, I take a different approach. I never knock anybody's approach when I know that they are skilled and they know their craft. And I think you can recognize as Lorenzo calls it, our Amazon.com doms.
Amazon Prime Doms.
What is it?
Amazon Prime Doms.
Amazon.
They purchased a Dom kit for $15.99 on Amazon and got it in 24 hours.
And now
I see a lot of those. I go to events.
I don't see as many.
No. It depends on what event you at. They be walking around with them little itty bitty paddles thinking they gonna just spank somebody.
Ooh.
I don't see that many. They avoid me.
Oh, they avoid you. Yeah, no, I don't think they avoid me. They're starting to avoid me now, but they're the ones that thought that they could top me and then quickly learned that that Purple Rain was not the one or the two or the three.
Because I think before a lot of people they walk around with these implements and they think that it's the implement. They think it's the implement and not the mind.
Yep.
It's the mental and the forethought that you put into approaching someone with the craft of that onto someone. Like it has to start off mentally. It can't be like, look at this stick I got. I want to hit you with it. Okay, yeah. Well, there's like 18 other people walking around with that same stick. And always challenge the D types. What can you do without your implements? Do you need your implements? Can you do a scene? Can you do an impromptu scene without your implements? Can you do a mental sex scene? Can you do an interrogation scene? Can you do scenes that will allow you to be different from the other D types in your environment?
It's definitely that. The other thing for me is it's along with that, it's the way dominants or D types carry themselves. There are certain ones that I just automatically, and being a switch, there are some like yourself and others that we know that when you all are in the room, y'all get my utmost respect. And to the point where people are like, but you do what they do. Why are you submissive to them? Because I respect them and I admire them and they've mentored me. I'm not going to ever disrespect them. And if you feel like that's me being weak, then that's on you because you don't understand the dynamics that we have. But it is what it is.
I think that respect, I think of people, especially a lot of newbies and switches that are looking to convert over, should have that same respect and not being cocky. But when I tend to have those connections, I tend to teach them more because I know that they are comfortable with being vulnerable around me. And so, that protection and that care tends to immediately come forward that this person is still a student. And because this person is a student and they're vulnerable around me, I have to at least teach them what it is that they're asking me that they need, versus someone, telling me, that they know all of these things, and what do I know? That's just a different ballpark. But when you're coming to me humbled, and in a place of growth, then I'm liable to give you everything that I got, because I want to see you grow just that much more. I charge
I
for
learned,
coaching, but
and
if
I
you,
learned a lot from just watching, and the
oh yeah,
things that I've learned, because I've always loved fire, but I've always been afraid of it.
mhm.
And just watching you do fire has taught me so much. And I haven't even picked any up yet, but just watching has taught me so much respect for it, and taught me things that I need to know and that I need to practice on my own before putting it on somebody.
Oh yeah, oh
Because
yeah.
a lot of people don't respect it. And I've seen a lot of people get hurt.
Oh yeah, I've in my last dynamic, I actually had. I don't know if everybody know, when I came into BDSM, I initially came in as a submissive, trained as a mistress, came in as a submissive, and one of the D type who was over me was learning fire, and um, he decided to alter his fire lines to change the material, and he didn't fully understand how the wands were burning and the material that he used, and it dripped plaque onto my skin.
That sticks when
You
it
must
cools.
cools. You're doing. You must know what you're doing. You be like, I think I can do it. I know I can do that. Let someone face to face, hand on hand, teach you so you can ask all of the questions. Fire, I do fire on myself all the time. There's videos of me doing fire on myself all the time. I'm just at a point where I can just do it to make people comfortable, to kind of draw them in. But be very mindful of fire. Fire is one of those beasts that um it can be out of control real quick. Real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
We keep fuel 6 inches away from our fire. It can go down.
I know fire because actually growing up, I twirled fire batons. So
That's
with
good.
gasoline,
That's
so
illegal.
nano kerosene, gasoline, and you have to know how to light them. You have to know how to shake off the excess. You have to know. I never had hair on my arms because I singed it all off.
Yep.
So, and it's so pretty. Yeah.
It's also very hot. I saw.
Yeah.
I was in. I won't disclose this location because I know who the hell I'm talking about. But these people was walking around with these fire floggers. So even if you like fire play as a bottom, you need to be aware of how fire burns. If fire's burning black, that person's burning a fuel that should not touch your skin.
Yep.
There's too many things to know to just let anybody do anything to you.
Yeah.
It's detrimental. The fire and alcohol, I can intentionally, I can set an ass cheek on fire just by using just a little bit more alcohol than what I need and hit it, light it on fire. But let the person who's not skilled do that shit. You can set a whole body on fire and not even know how to put it out, because an alcohol fire is different than a grease fire, then it's different than a dust fire, then it's different than an oil fire. And they all get put out different ways.
Exactly. And the thing of it is, if you'll notice, a while back, even on TikTok, they were having challenges. If you guys were watching that, and they were doing fire with a lighter, and if I remember correctly, it was some kind of an aerosol or something.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, hello 911, what's your emergency?
Absolutely.
We pulling a Michael Jackson doing the Pepsi commercial.
Right.
That part. Rolling down the stairs.
You're just trying to stump your own self out.
Right. And these people are not, they're winding up in the emergency room trying crazy stuff with fire, with no clue of and then not understanding even the clothing that they have on, because some of the clothing that you wear, whether you realize it or not, it has plastic in it, and it will melt to your body, and that's really what's going to burn you, because you can't get it off. So you have to really you have to respect. I feel like you have to respect fire and water. Those two elements
Absolutely.
have to definitely be
I feel like
respected.
you need to respect all the elements, all of them.
Yeah.
Respect all of the elements, definitely. But I mean, also just respecting what it is that you're walking into. You know, we always say it's a, you know, we're about to play or we're about to have a scene, but really recognize what you're walking into and understanding some of the dangers that can be present as a bottom or a top. I also
Mhm.
challenge, you know, the submissives, the slaves, the switches, with the fact of understanding what you're getting into. You know, it's not all just leadership. We would like for leadership to take the upper hand and be completely responsible, but that wouldn't be responsible because you couldn't be accountable for self. So we want to just make sure we're walking into this arena humbled, and asking all of the right questions. You know, we're at a point now where there's so many, as y'all said, there's so many fake dominants out there that, you know, pickup play really should be something that's only happening in dungeons. I don't advise it happening at small play parties and things like that. There have been people here in Ohio that I've literally banned from my upcoming event because they have consent violations on them. I stay abreast of all things consent violations, and people and all of those things because you just want to be very careful because no means no, first and foremost.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Safe, saying consensual. You want to make sure that everything that you're doing it safely, you're in the right mindset, and you want to make sure that everybody is consent, including the dominant. You want to
Mm-hmm.
make sure that the dominant is still up for having that scene. You want to make sure that everybody involved, you know, is well. So that's kind of why they call me the guru. I'm a pain in the ass that's gonna make sure that everything is done properly, and you're gonna walk away with a scene that's gonna be unforgettable. And that's just kind of what it is. But it's because I put my bottoms first. Um, and it's just it is what it is. It's the great responsibility of a leader.
uh, Lorenzo just stated BDSM is not a game.
No,
It is not.
It is not. It is not.
no.
And I think a lot of it, like I said before, comes from, Siren is a director and a filmmaker, and she has seen some scenes where, in porn, and she knows what it actually takes.
It is entertainment. It's not even what you think. It's not even shot in the sequence that you think it's shot in. It don't look the way you think it looks. It don't just start when someone rings the doorbell and say, "Hi, I have a pizza for you." No, it don't do that. It's a lot of stuff that goes into it, and
Y'all,
it can,
y'all,
Entertainment.
it
but
can be a
y'all,
beautiful thing,
mm-hmm.
but knowing what is real and what is not real is
Yeah,
really the
yeah.
thing. And that's why I say, to me, porn is entertainment.
Y'all hear this, y'all self-proclaimed sluts.
That part.
You cannot make a lifestyle out of just simply being a slut. You must
That
have another skill. I'm not slut shaming. Be all the sluts you need to be, but be realistic in your slutism. Make sure you read the ethical slut because there is a way to outslut your slut. And what you don't want to do is be used up, tossed aside community property because you had no
Yep.
discipline in how to utilize your kink.
Mm.
Because men, not only do men like sluts, women like sluts. And sadistic women like me like to do bad things to sluts and use them just like men. And y'all don't want to be known for just that. It's cute when
Yep.
you just coming in the lifestyle. That shit cute when you just come in the
Until you
lifestyle.
get passed around.
When you get passed around and don't even realize you've been passed around, and people talking about you and they're saying what you only good for, you can think that shit cute now. But trust me, it works the same way in and out the vanilla community.
Yep.
Yep, it does. It does. And I saw a video kind of similar to that. It was a video, it was a man, and there was a woman in an audience, and there was a panel. Um, and the woman is the side chick. And the gentleman is saying, you are getting exactly what you're giving. This is it. You the side chick. I might be mad at my girl right now, but I love my girl. I like
That was tonight's conversation
Yes,
with
I
Ace.
saw
Ace
that.
metaphor.
I
Yes.
love my girl, but I like you. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. I like you. That's
Right
it.
now.
I like you right now. For
Right
right
now.
now, at this moment, you are giving me what I need. After that, I'm gone and I'm done. And I
Yeah,
don't need
no one-
you don't even want to hold space in my life. I don't want you to hold space in my life. I just need you to do this and be done.
And
Yeah.
I'm
But
going
when I'm
back, and I'm
done,
going
trust
back
me, I'm going back to that.
to the girl I love, because you're not her. I like you. I
Right.
love her.
No. I like what you can give me. I like how you can make me feel. I don't even gotta like your ass.
Right. True.
Real talk.
True.
Well,
Real talk.
personally,
I ain't
do
gotta
gotta
like you.
I do
I just gotta like what you do for me. I
That
gotta like
part.
how you make me feel. I ain't gotta like you.
Mhm.
And I tell you that. That's what I do for a slut.
Yeah.
I tell a slut, I'm gonna use you what you good for.
And a lot of people, we don't understand that. A lot of women out there are thinking, "Ooh, I can take this man." No, you can't.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. No, you can
When I hear
make him
stuff
tweet.
like that, it definitely makes me wonder, how do you feel about yourself if that's what you are going to say about someone else? I can take him and do what, and then what? What is the purpose? What is your point? Because sometimes you will get your feelings hurt because that person will be like, no.
Correction.
You think you got it, but you don't. But like I said, it makes me wonder how they feel about themselves if that's where they want to go.
Yeah.
They show you how they feel about themselves. They feel like their biggest value, their biggest asset is their cooch. And I mean, make no mistake, we know where gold come from. Know that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But don't walk around with your legs in spider position, bitch. Chill out. Like, we have to have some cooch. One of the things I teach is the art of seduction. You don't go get the motherfuckers, you let them come to you. You lure them to you, being the woman that they are attracted to. If it's not your man, it's not your man, and he's not gonna be your man. Attract the one that's for you. Stop trying to figure out how you gonna find the man for you, and because you 64 and you've been a slut for all your damn life. Like, come on now, make this shit make sense. Again, I'm not slut shaming. I love sex. I love doing dirty, all kind of dirty, nasty, filthy shit. But at some point, you got to be recognized for your value and not that hole that you was sped out of.
Right. And that's what it all comes down to. It does come down to self-esteem,
I agree.
self-worth. How do you, as Siren pointed out, how do you perceive yourself? If this is all you think you have to offer, understand that you are limited and you have limited yourself.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Mm.
Absolutely.
So,
I don't know. It's a funny game we out here playing. We playing a funny game. I have had life coaches and mentors since I was 17. I've just been that kind of nerd. I want to make sure I'm learning from people who've already got it, who already has figured it out. And I think that more women need to be okay with finding coaches and mentors.
yes.
Because a lot of us are still hooked on our childhoods. And I talked about this when I did my public speaking event. A lot of us are still hooked on our childhoods, and we are perpetually living it over and over again instead of figuring out how we can reduce the cycle of chaos that we were brought up in, and figuring out who we truly are as adults. And sometimes, in order to figure that out, it's like not having an example. You don't have an example, so you don't truly know how to get to a point. That's when you call in a different resource. And us as a people have to know how to. You have to know how to ask for help. Um, our egos and our prides are so big. And that's one of The largest sinful things we could ever utilize is our egos and our pride, because how can you learn from someone, or how can you learn to be greater when you don't have the tools? Like, you want to be able to equip yourself with the tools, and you can do that by not reinventing the wheel, but by simply asking those before you, what can I do to get to this space? What can I do to get to this space? I see you doing this. How can I do that? And this is what I'm willing to invest in that space with you. Not just what can you give me? You know, I got about 3 hours a week. How many hours can we meet a week so that I can be in this space? Like, that tells me you're willing to give attention, you're willing to give time, you're willing to do the necessary things in order to grow. If you're not doing that, then we ain't going nowhere. I still got mentors. I ain't gonna never stop.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother was an educator. I'm an educator. My sister's an educator. My niece is an educator. My niece-in-law is an educator. So, and if the truth be told, Black folk, hello, we invented education. Just wanted to let you know that. Let me just throw that out there for you. We invented the alphabet. Pretty much everything you see or touch or hear or look at some point in time during history that has been, how should I put it, disrupted. We did all this. So once you stop feeling sorry for yourself and you start to look at the true picture of who we are and stop allowing people to feed you bullshit, you will be, first of all, much better off, more well-rounded. We've got so much to offer as individuals, but so much to offer as a culture together. And I work with women a lot on I teach submission. It's okay to be a strong woman and submit. There's nothing wrong with that. It is okay. There's levels to this. There's levels to everything. You don't have to be surrendering every little thing, because just my story as a switch and as a submissive, I'm submissive when it comes to sex, because I don't want to think about nothing when it comes. I don't want to be responsible. I don't want to pick my outfit. I don't care how many women we got in the bed. I'm just, and they all know it. These two know for sure that that's how I am. I really, let's do it. What do you want to do? Just don't let me think about it. I don't want to think. You think for me. But everything else in my life, as you, I came from corporate America. I'm an executive assistant by trade, and I got to make sure meetings go off. I got to make sure these people are where they're supposed to be. Transportation, food, whatever is happening, I have to, all this other stuff that's going on. So the one thing that I want to relinquish control for, that's what I do. And that helps me to calm the chaos from the rest of the day, because I can just come in and just chill and what we doing? And I'm happy. And some people don't understand that you can do that and still be strong.
You can choose to relax your brain and reset in different ways. One of my pet peeves is when I'm approached by a man who's attracted to me, who says, "Oh, I wouldn't want to talk to you. I know you just want to dominate me." Bitch ass nigga, what? The fuck you say to me? Yeah, now I do. Absolutely, I do now. Now I want to do bad things to you.
Right.
Now I want to put you on your knees and make you suck my heels. That's what I want to do. I mean, because when you come to me as a submissive man, head bowed, intimidated, then yes, you give me the upper hand when you say dumb shit like that. Now, for me, for those of you all who know my background, is I do not want to be aggressive or dominant around. Listen to this closely. dominant men. Now, make no mistake, with me being a dominant woman, I can smell a weak man. I can smell a dominant man. And a dominant man puts me right in support level. I'm exactly where I want to be. All right, you paying? I got you, baby. Let me figure out what restaurant we going to. You pay. All right. I cook. You wash dishes. Hey, I got no
If
problem.
that ain't me, if that ain't me,
I know my
I can
role.
smell one a mile away.
Smell them a mile away. I know my role, but
I'm so dominant in the rest of my life that when a dominant man is around me, I sit down like a puppy and my little is triggered. That's how I figured out that I was a damn switch, because I started acting like a whole.
You was a princess.
Yes,
Your ass
Daddy.
turned into a whole princess.
A whole princess.
I know when I have one that approaches me, I can distinctly remember this one. We were at a swingers club, and he knew what I was. He knew. He sniffed it out. I'm sitting there, and he just got next to me, and it was his voice. I was done.
Yeah.
It was over.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's the presence, it's the voice, it's the way they carry, the way they walk in the room.
That was about That's about it. Right. There you go. There you go, Siren.
What do they call it? Subby, what they call it? Subby face?
First of all, there's this one that whenever he walks in the room, I go grab a stuffy and I just sit and watch.
Ooh.
I become a hoe.
That's some energy, yo. That is some energy.
I ain't got none of that.
It is. It is, Siren. It is. It is an energy. It is a presence. And I think the key thing is, and ladies, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think when you have gone through so much BS, you know the difference between the BS and the ones that got it. Because you didn't know that at one point. You thought he got it, and now it's like, and then you find out, no, he didn't.
You get your ass away from me with that bullshit. Come on.
Now
I see you come in.
I'm so quick. You're so quick to cut them.
Go to the corner with the bullshit, sir.
I smell your night blue a mile away.
What's that smell? I smell bitch.
Good night, Lorenzo. Good night.
Good night, Anson. Yeah, you can smell it a mile away.
Okay, so looking at our time, I kind of want to switch up the conversation a little bit. So, Mistress Urban, you have an event coming up in October that I'm gonna be at.
Whoop, whoop.
I can't wait.
Ooh.
Talk to us about Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut. Whew. So Eyes Wide Shut is literally. Hold on. There we go.
You taking
Can
notes?
y'all hear me?
I heard. I heard
Yes,
Eyes Wide Shut. I'm like, I want to know. Let me take notes here.
All right. So Eyes Wide Shut is my first. Well, can y'all hear me? Y'all good?
Yeah. Hold on.
Good.
She's freezing up
Eyes
on
Wide
my
Shut.
end. There she goes. Go again. Go ahead.
All right. So Eyes Wide Shut is my first BDSM hotel takeover. You hear about floor takeovers and room takeovers and suite takeovers and everything's done for the swingers. The swingers are everywhere and everything gets done for the swingers. But I am not a swinger. I don't identify as a swinger. A lot of my friends are swingers. I love the swingers, but we need something for the kinksters. Something with that high BDSM overtone. So what we're going to be doing is, the theme is Eyes Wide Shut. It is a complete hotel takeover. We have the entire hotel, restaurant, bar, everything. We got the whole hotel. It is a clothing optional event because Mistress Urban is a clothing optional supporter. And there are things that are going to be at this event that you won't see anyplace else. Because it is a BDSM event, there will be, let's go back. The theme is an onyx sneaker ball. So it's very formal because we want to make sure that everybody get a chance to get all jazzy and all they black and they formal ball dresses. But we're gonna have things like silent auctions. We're gonna have auction off some people, some services, some things. I have a wait staff alongside my hotel staff because in BDSM, what's important? Service, right? So we want to make sure that our VIPs are served properly. So I have a line of servants that are going to be there in service. I actually got my chef taken care of. I have a master pastry chef, just going to be reeling out my baked goods. We have a littles event, so I have someone coming in to read the little story time and give them some special things. I have a psychedelic dance party the first night, right after the kinky paint and sip. And for the actual main event, of course, we're going to do classes and things like that. I can't do anything without education. So we're going to teach people how to interrogate. We're going to teach people how to have effective relationships, whether you're in kink or you're in swing. We're going to have some great classes, but after the classes, we are going to be doing some ritual and protocol based things. I can't release everything, but you are going to get an opportunity to see a lot of BDSM houses present. They're going to be moving fluidly with all of their house members. Everyone's going to be in uniform. This is a masked event. And it's just really one of those things where you're coming out to have fun. The hotel management apparently loves me so much, they're deciding to keep the pool open for me. It's October 13th through the 15th in Dayton, Ohio. It's at the Miamisburg DoubleTree.
I know where that is.
Say that last that place again.
The Miamisburg DoubleTree. It's October 13th through the 15th. I will be there a day before with my team, chopping it up, celebrating. We also have a dungeon on site because it would not be a BDSM event without a full-on dungeon with dungeon monitors. So we have all of these wonderful things going on. But really, I just want all of the kinksters to come out, all the BDSM people who even interested in fetish, kink, BDSM, leather people, come out, and so that you don't have that big overtone of people walking around trying to figure out if they can have sex with you. Like, I really want you guys to come out and just enjoy the space of being in and around BDSM houses and really trading off secrets and service tips and watching the submissives get acquainted and really see the community at work. This is not something just for the Ohioans. I travel all around the United States and abroad. So we got Philly coming out. We got Dallas coming out. We got Cali coming out. We got Arizona coming out. We got Chicago coming out. Baltimore, DC coming out. We got Texas coming out. It's going to be one for the books. So this is also a huge networking event. Yeah. That's why Eyes Wide Shut definitely needs to be on.
I'm excited for it. And I am VIP.
The dates once again?
The dates October 13th, October 13th through the 15th, 2023. If you have any questions, I am reachable by my email address. My original nickname is Verb, as in the action word. V is in Victor, ERB. So Verb at urbankinkster.com. Yes, I do have my site and my own domain. Verb at urbankinkster.com, or just go to my website, urbankinkster.com. But Eyes Wide Shut, the hotel has 137 rooms. There's probably less than 30 left. So if you're planning on going, book your hotel room ASAP before they close out my list. And if you guys have any questions, I am definitely reachable, but I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there. And I can't tell everybody what I'm wearing and all that stuff, but y'all gonna love it.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. I've already got all my stuff.
See? Yeah, you ready?
I'm ready to go.
I am contemplating. Only because you know that 2 weeks after you is us. Yep. And exactly. So it's like that. Those 2 weeks are like, crunch time. But I am trying to.
So for me, that's my birthday month. I'm gonna be there. I'm just saying.
Get your lap ready.
Uh-oh.
I'm honoring the Libras. Get your lap
Oh, well,
ready.
I'm Scorpio. I'm Scorpio.
Look at it being a Scorpio.
I am.
We'll
But I'm
have things
celebrating
going.
all
I'm
month.
on your website right now. I'm on the website right now.
But I definitely thought that when you
Oh, that's
posted your
good.
event a few months ago, it
Uh-huh.
intrigued me. One, because it is a takeover for Kingsters. It is
Mhm.
something different from us because
Siren,
we
send
are
me that.
normally we are
Send me the link,
the website.
the website, so I can put it up on the show.
But we are normally as Kingsters subjected to, and I love my swingers, but we are always subjected to them.
Yeah.
And so this gives us an environment for us, like you said, to learn, to grow, to network, and being new to this side, having a new house. For me, I feel like this is like a place for me to flourish and grow and learn and to get my name out there in a way where I've not been able to before because people just know me as Purple Rain. And
Right.
now they get to see me on the other side of that a little bit.
Definitely.
I will be there by myself, but I'm going to represent my house to the fullest because, again, I am new to this. So I am taking my time with obtaining my charges and things like that. I want to be ready when I do have that responsibility. So
Yeah, definitely.
I'm definitely.
You're inspiring a round table. I think I need to have a round table for new D types.
I think that would be great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Bring the
definitely.
new and the old together and let them.
I'm front row. I am front row.
Right.
Oh yeah, I mean, because you want to. That's the way I learned so quickly. People think I'm just like the guru. I'm not a guru. I'm just a sponge. I'm always listening. I'm always learning. I'm always reading. I'm always researching.
And
I'm
that's
open.
I think that's the best way because that's the way I was brought into the lifestyle. Is my first dom. He would give me assignments and I had to do those assignments. And that was 6 months of assignments before we actually met or anything.
Yep.
So I as Purple Rain knows, I retired from this. I retired from this lifestyle many years ago. And
we brought her back.
And
we keep brought her back.
Because she can't retire. You can't retire.
I thought I could.
You can't retire. I still have my papers. And then even when I'm doing when I'm training submissives, like if you assignments, I have a virtual classroom for training, number one. Number two, my assignments, I mean that shit. I like APA format. Give me about 322 words typed. I want my margins half in it. No, I'm not playing no games with you. I want my
She
shit.
said, I'm taking
no
you
time.
back to school.
Oh, so I identify as a disciplinarian.
But it's important. It is so. I'm going to really be honest with you.
Yeah.
If I, as I look back, because I've basically been in this lifestyle. I was talking to someone today. I was trying to figure out how long it's been, and it's been over 25 years. Over 25 years. But I learned so much, not only about the lifestyle, but about myself and how to apply the lifestyle to me.
Exactly.
By doing it that way, I didn't just jump in it and we're gonna go do this and this and this and we're gonna go here. Because I'm gonna tell you the first place he took me, one of the first places he took me was in Texas. He was from Dallas and he took me to it's called a theater. It's called the Libido. And it's a bookstore, and then upstairs there was a theater upstairs. And I called it walking the gauntlet. So all the way down the hallway on each side were 12 private rooms where people were watching videos, porn and all that good stuff and jacking off and doing whatever they felt like they were grown enough to do up in them rooms. But then you go to this plain white door and you open this door. And I'm going to tell you, I sat there like this. I had my arms crossed, my legs crossed. I wouldn't turn my head. I was like,
You said, no, I don't want to see it. Don't touch me.
I
Oh
was
my
like,
God, where am I?
I was like, oh my God, they're screwing everywhere. It hurts like it was just, it was
Sex
a-
over there, sex over there, sex over there, sex everywhere.
it was everywhere, you know. And so to start out like that and to come where
Yeah.
I am now, is like I'm stepping over bodies in my own apartment. You know, girl, I got to get to the kid. Let me let me get under y'all so I can get the food
Yeah.
started. You know,
Y'all keep talking about the sex over there. I'm gonna go over here by the food.
Um,
Yeah.
girl, you got to watch my kitchen counter was not. But I disinfect.
I mean, I think that how you start is important. When you
It
have
is.
someone who knows what they're doing, who's in the community, and they really bring you in the way that you should be brought in. This journey is an amazing, amazing journey.
It is.
Amazing. I mean, when my cold water moment was the two mentors that I had, still have. They they're such nerds. They wrote out a fucking booklet with terminology, everything. Made the booklet for me. I still have it. Gave me the booklet. Got a room. I walk into this room and I'm pregnant. Like I'm 8 months pregnant. They're like, you got time now. So I'm sitting here, big belly. I walk in the room and there's like 3 young ladies walking around. One young lady has like this very sing-songy baby doll voice. And she's like, ma'am, what did I do? I'm like, well, why is this bitch talking like that? What's wrong with her? Like, she didn't go in the corner. So she was apparently in trouble anyway. So she was in the corner. And so there was 2 other submissives walking around helping. But one in particular was putting together all the implements, cleaning things, making sure things were charged, just really setting up the station. While my two mentors, who are also 2 sadists, one of my female mentor, she's a switch, but sadist. Like they're like prepping and she's getting into her space. And I'm like, this is gonna be intense.
What did I walk into?
What's happening here? So I'm sitting in my little chair and shit started happening. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Is that electricity? Is that a, oh, are you choking? She screamed. Is that a breeze? I think I want to do this. I want to do this. This is lit.
You was clutching all the pearls, huh?
I was sweating out, man. After I left there, I had some science to think about. I was like, this is nerd shit. I can do this. I like being inventive. And they was just the creativity of it all really got me. The creativity and the skill behind using all of these things, being able to start a scene, rev up a scene, slow it down, rev up a scene, slow it down, and the scene to really have the skill to do all of these things. I was hooked after that. After that, it was done. It was done. But if you go into a place where you go into a swingers party and your boyfriend just got a big paddle and he want to show you how he hit bitches, that's a different bring in than the thing that we had. Because you think that everything is supposed to be abrasive and like this. When it's not. It's really loving. It's a very loving environment. The relationship and the connection between the top and the bottom of dominant and submissive is one that you'll never see. It is such a connection that has been questioned to be almost more intense, if not more intense, than being married.
I say it is. I say it is. And why I say that is because this person is in charge of your pain and your pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
So I always feel that it is more intense than it's my
right
as a submissive with a dom. It was more intense than my 2 marriages for sure.
Okay.
Hands down.
And sometimes those bonds are hard to break too. They're the hardest bonds to break.
Boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. I was gonna have to agree. Took me some strength building to get out of my shits. And the crazy part about it is, even for a top and a bottom, to be a top and a bottom, I felt like it really took some soul to relinquish those connections, because I don't make shallow connections. When I go, I'm going. I'm going full blast. And so I think that now where I am, I'm at a meeting owned submissives. I have a slave and a submissive. And I think that's exactly where I'm going to leave my house, because with my slave is 24/7. He's my butler. And so I don't really need another live-in.
Oh, we lost
Oh,
her.
whoa, we lost her, and that's like,
This internet connection tonight is crazy.
yeah, it says that we keep freezing for people that are watching.
And it might be something rolling in storm wise, but
Because I don't see anything on the side on as far as on our screen, but on the studio side, I see it.
let me see.
Yeah, this is weird.
Let me see if I got her. Nope, I got Y. That's Y. Trying to see if I can get her back.
Who says she's
She
still
just,
there?
Okay,
she
hang
says
on.
she's still here.
I'm trying to get her. I'm getting her. I had to get down past Y. There we go. We got her.
So weird.
Yeah, we got a little.
Yeah.
Sometimes with this system, if the weather is, I think sometimes the weather has something to do with it as well. If something's going on somewhere in the atmosphere, but we got you.
Yeah, we've been under a severe storm watch, so that's probably in this area too.
Yeah, because I'm not, when I have bad weather, I lock up, and I'm not locking up. We're clear up here right now. So,
well, from the viewers saying, it sounds like everybody's trying to go to sleep, so we need to do a part 2. But I mean, there's always topics. Yeah, there's always topics we can definitely talk about, and I think that we just need to be, I really want to encourage more people who are into kink and BDSM to really do this shit the proper way. Like, really learn how to form relationships. That's one thing that a lot of us Black folks are terrible at, is learning how to build relationships, and learning who we are in these relationships, not just attaching yourself to a person or a community, but really figuring out who the hell you are before you start to dive into these different zones. Figure out who you are, how you relate. Find you a buddy, find you a mentor, find you somebody who's going through this shit just like you want to go through this, but don't do this alone. It's too many ways that you can really mess this up when you thinking you know everything. Because shit, I don't know everything, and I've been in it for a minute. So yeah, we can finish this.
Yeah, and it's forever, just for folks that are out there, it is forever evolving. And a lot of people, we've got some, and I've ran across it, and I'm sure the rest of the ladies that are in this lifestyle, you've run across kind of the old school or the old guard, you might put it at, and how they do things. And what I want to tell people is, do it what is comfortable for you. Even if you are in a dominant role, it still has to be comfortable for you. I've said it before, I'll say it again. As a mistress, if you tell me to step on your throat, you will not be with me. I'm not doing that. If you want me to crush your balls, that is not something that I'm going to do. I will pass you on to somebody else.
I will pass you along.
I will pass you along. And my reason is because I'm a health education major. Sex ed is my field of study. Now, if you want all that, I got people. I'm telling you, I got people. Be more than happy. Stop DMing me about step on my balls, because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I am not. I'll put a little.
She said smash.
I put a little pressure, but I ain't.
Do a little bit of this, maybe.
Right, I might fondle him, juggle him a little bit, but I am
We-
not doing that.
Nah.
I'm not doing it.
Nah.
I got friends that will be more than happy to take that on for you. Okay. But we do. I know I do. I get some requests out there that are not my zhush, as Miss Siren says, and that's her word, and I love it. It's not my zhush, and so I don't have any problem with telling you it's not my zhush. It's not what I do. It's not for me. You need to be comfortable, and if you're inexperienced, and I think Urban, you brought that up earlier about people using fire, and you don't know what the hell you're doing, and it's okay not to know how to do everything. It's okay. Take a class, take a
It's
course,
A-okay.
call somebody. It's okay.
She said, "Call me."
Right.
Yes.
But don't get out here and do things
Oh, I'm definitely gonna call her.
that you're number one, not comfortable with doing, and number two, you have no knowledge of how to do it. Stop it. All of our Kmart blue light special doms, stop it.
QVC. What did he say? QVC done.
QVC and Amazon.
Amazon Prime.
Stop it. And folks, please, please, please stop going to these types of dominance. Just if your eyeballs are bugging out your head and they're red. I had a young lady. But I said, well, did you ask him to stop? Yeah, but he just kept on. Now you going to work with bloodshot red eyes. You could lose your job because they may think you're high. And all it is you've got broken blood vessels. You've got broken blood vessels, which you shouldn't have, because that means you were very close to passing out, just dying. That's not good. So be careful. Just be careful. Please.
Oh, I got another one.
Uh-huh.
Will you find people like us who know what we're doing and can talk to you about the experience? I don't want to talk to you in my inbox for 2 hours. I don't want to answer 4 of your questions. Understand that my time is valuable. So if you asking me for something, I'm going to ask your ass for something. So don't be offended when you hop in my inbox asking me a bunch of questions, because when I shoot you my Cash App and tell you what the price is, don't be offended, because I'm offended that you hopped in my inbox and start asking me questions and then ask me how my day was if I had time to talk to you. So know that when you are pursuing people, make sure you come in proper. It's business for real.
It is. Yes. And it's a tribute, and you need to do your tributes to people that are. This is right now. You're getting free advice because we are on a show promoting our events and our businesses. But these are, understand, these are businesses. This is not for the faint of heart. You have people that are skilled, that are trained, that have spent hours and hours and hours doing this. It would be the same if you went to a 9 to 5. Okay. You want to get paid when you go to your 9 to 5. When somebody, so this is the same set. I don't even answer. I just read and I'm like, nah, delete. You're going to get deleted by me very quick. Delete. I don't have time. Delete. My friend is the delete button, and I am the queen of it. Send me a dick pic and I will delete you so fast it'll make your head spin.
Not even delete. My button is the block button. Block.
I do that too. Block.
Hey,
I just ignore.
You can do
I
that.
ignore.
I've
You
seen
can
the
do that.
dick.
Somebody told me a better way to do that though, y'all, because that don't stop them. What you do is when they send you a dick pic that you ain't asked for, send their ass a dick pic.
Ooh, I like that. I like that because I do not like when dudes send dick. I didn't ask you to send me that.
I bet you they're not gonna like it when they get one either.
I got a story because I've used that trick. So I had a guy send me a dick pic. And I said, I don't want to see that. He was, send me some pics. I said, no, I don't know you. He said, you must be a man. I sent him a dick pic. Yup, I am.
Today. You want to suck my dick?
That part. You ask dumb questions, you get dumb answers.
Well,
You must be a man since you won't show me your pussy. You
Okay.
right. Here you go.
Right.
Here you
I
go.
was singing the whisper song on that ass. Wait till you see
What
my
it is
dick.
you are not
Wait
worthy,
till you see
and
my
yes,
dick.
I will ignore you in a heartbeat. I will. You can see that I even read it.
my thing is, gentlemen, what do y'all think you're gonna gain back? If I'm gonna meet you, I don't know what you look like. I know what your dick look like, but if it's yours, that's my thing. Cause you
And a
But
pretty dick can be attached to an ugly dude.
You send me a dick
I'm
pic.
not-
I'm
that's
not
not even
meeting
it.
you.
Because it's not even.
Thank you.
Because
And I'm not even talking about necessarily
not
here. I'm
even-
talking about everything, all of it, your personality,
Yeah, but-
everything.
What I'm saying is, though, the women do it too. Because if I get one more pussy pic from somebody I didn't ask for, I'm a sort of,
Ooh.
oh, Jesus, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know you.
I just get dick pics.
I don't get those all. I don't get those all because I don't
Yeah,
really
I've never
respond,
got
especially when they
I've got-
ugly.
I
I
get-
can't do it.
I get these, and you know what? As much as we talk about fake doms, I get these female fake submissives thinking that that's all I want, throwing pussy at me in my inbox, and I don't like it at all.
Yep, they used to do that shit.
Delete.
They used to do that shit all the time.
Just delete.
She said
They
delete.
put their motherfucking ass to work when I see them. They don't even realize I just want you to work for me. I don't have sex with my submissives. I don't do that type of shit. I don't fuck no submissive. You can't. I don't fuck the service. I don't fuck the help, man.
Mm-mm.
I don't either. I don't
fuck
either.
with her.
And I've had
You
people
came
be
here.
mad
You
at me.
came here
No
for a
sex with
motherfucking
my
job.
slaves. No sex with my slaves.
Look, don't bring my Chicago out. You came here for a job. You come in here and do your fucking job. Do your work and earn your spot. Sit at my feet. That's what your ass here to
That's
do.
it.
And on that note, the doors of the church are open. Won't you come?
Join us.
Yo.
Amen.
Who put that in there?
Yes.
Look, who put that in the chat? This is not a game. Nah,
Yo.
this is the real right
Right,
here.
right.
You come in here talking about serving me. You gonna be exhausted when you leave this motherfucker. I got shit for you to do.
Got it.
And I'm walking around naked the entire time. You can watch my ass bounce as much as you want to. Make sure you boot back in my motherfucking boots. Don't look up too motherfucking hard because I'm gonna give you something else to do. Oh, I'm a nigga. Oh no, make no mistake. Make no mistake.
You
I
sound like
serving.
you sound like an old school pimp from the South Side.
I am
Don't-
an old
don't
school
she?
motherfucker.
Don't she?
I mean, you gotta remember where I'm from. I'm from Chicago. Chicago.
Me too.
motherfucker.
I'm from
Yeah.
90th and Dobson. I'm from 90th
I'm
and
from
Dobson. So I
Lawndale.
know
I'm from
we got-
Lawndale. I'm from the west side of Chicago.
Oh,
This is
so
very
you knew in
down
Jackson and
Lawndale.
Laramie.
yes.
There we go. See? My grandmother used to stay on Laramie. So,
Mm.
so you know what the game is. The game is.
I only
what
lived
it
there
is.
for 5 years, but they're from Chicago. I lived there for 5 years.
That
and I got
part.
the fuck out and came home to Cleveland. Thank you so
His
much.
name Urban.
Whoever Delonte Jackson is, he got it absolutely correct because when you said that, the first thing that I thought about was a pimp named Slickback, but he said it properly. A pimp named Urban.
Okay.
It's the
Delonte
truth.
know.
His ass know. He know.
He know better than anybody.
His ass is crazy.
Here's the thing, folks. You gonna find out today.
Oh yeah. You can play with me if you want
You
to.
can find out today.
Shit. DJ
Fuck
is the
around
co-host
and
of Eyes
find out.
Wide Shut. DJ is the co-host of Eyes Wide Shut, and he is also learning kink and BDSM. But he know how my mouth is. I don't sugarcoat shit nowhere.
Let's
Motherfucker
go.
know what they be
Let's
coming
go.
for. I'm gonna give you exactly what the fuck you looking for. I'm gonna give it to you, all of it. That Chicago come out real quick. I could be real cute and cuddly.
Fucking
I
Lord.
could be real cutthroat.
Or
And look, I like public objectification. Bend at the knee so I can sit.
thank you.
No, motherfucker, no. Yeah, no. That's
gave
the
me
skill of being. Look, that's the skill of being a dominant and being able to request what it is that I want, because you know what to expect from me. You know that's some shit I'm gonna expect. So you don't fuck with me knowing that this is my wheelhouse. I ain't no punk. You're gonna do what the fuck I tell you to do, or you not. You gonna get the fuck away from me, and I mean that shit. But it just is what it is. Mean what you say. That's why I always tell people: mean what you say. Say that shit with your chest. Because if a submissive or a bottom is coming to you for leadership, and you can't make up your mind, or you constantly giving them options, or what do you think? So I don't give a fuck what you think. You came here to do this, which is me, and you're gonna do what the fuck I asked you to do because I know what you want, because I've vetted you. I've taken the time to figure out why you're here with me. I've taken time to figure out what you need to grow in order for you to be that person. You're gonna bend at the motherfucking knee. That's it.
And on that note,
Yeah.
on that note, period, as they say nowadays.
Part two. We need a part two.
Yeah, oh, definitely. We got to have you back, lady. We got to have you back.
Let me know. I'll be here.
And I'll have the right time. Thank you so much. I owe her something. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. I owe her something because I don't even know how that happened. But anyway, we will get that taken care of the next time around. So guys, we have reached our time. Usually we're about 90 minutes. We're doing very, very good. We've got some people that are saying, thank you, Mistress Urban, so much for being on the show. We definitely have enjoyed having you. Once again, give everybody the dates for your event and how they can get tickets.
Hey, Eyes Wide Shut is October 13th through the 15th in Dayton, Ohio. You can find us at the Miamisburg Doubletree. It is a BDSM takeover. It is an Onyx sneaker ball.
And how can they get tickets?
You can get tickets by going to, find me on Facebook. Find me on Facebook or go to my website, www.urbankingster.com.
And we've got that scrolling at the bottom, guys. There it is right there for you, the website.
Oh, yes.
So we've got that scrolling. And Miss Siren, what you got going on this week, girl?
I'm detoxing, so that's what I have going on. I'm keeping myself limited because if I don't, I will do some stuff that I don't need to do during this. So I will just say, just send me y'all positive energy and prayers that I can get through these 25 days that I have left of this detox.
Girl, go out there and look up. Have you seen Tabitha Brown's vegan book, her cookbook?
Yeah, but what I'm doing is not that.
Oh, you can't even do that? Oh, well, yeah, you need prayer. Okay. Good luck.
Look, I got you.
Good luck. And then Miss Purple Rain, what you got going on this week, girl?
I don't have nothing going on this week. I get to relax. It's back to school time, and as y'all know, I'm a hairstylist. So all our kids go back to school next Monday here in Indy. So I'm booked and busy all week getting them babies ready for school. Yeah, we go back on Monday. So my lock babies is all gonna be in my chair all week. I got at least 5 clients a day between Tuesday and Saturday, plus Friday starts the state fair, and my dad's got his tea line, so I'm helping him out with that. So I'm all vanilla this week, but I'm always keeping it gutter over here.
Wow.
That's a lot. You got a lot going on, girl. Good luck. Good luck.
Yes.
Good luck.
I no longer have to do back to school. I'm so happy.
You're welcome, Y. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I think so. We have had a great time. Miss JewCee is, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm so tired from the weekend, but I know I'm out here in these streets doing my Uber thing, getting ready for football season. I'm excited about the Browns. Go Dogs. Yes. I saw all that. Anyway, and
Go Bears. Go Rams. Go Bears and Rams.
I seen all that. All that. Go Browns, go Colts. Okay, I can do that. I can throw the Colts in there. And Bears would be third. So the Bears.
Wait a minute. The Bears are in Indy this weekend. Our preseason game against the Bears is this weekend.
The Browns are playing in the Hall of Fame game. So, yeah.
Bears is playing the Colts on Saturday.
So that'll be interesting. So I'm excited about that. And then I don't think I have too much this weekend. Once again, kind of recouping from last weekend, and the next week I kind of hit it hard again. So, we got some Go Titans. Yeah, whatever. And y'all don't understand.
Disrespect.
Y'all don't understand. When you come on this show,
But I'm trying to figure out why his thing says Go Titans and he's born and raised in Atlanta. Where did that come from?
when we come on this show on Monday nights, boy, all three of us are some football bitches. Okay,
Man, don't play with us.
Don't play with us. We know football. I owned a minor league football team, so let's just go there, shall we? 5 years, Indianapolis Warriors minor league football team. Woo! I am D-Ray. So I hope you guys enjoyed our show tonight. We had a great time. Thank you, Mistress Urban King, for joining us tonight. We love to have you back on, and just everybody make sure you check out her event. We got the if you miss any of the show, we do have the website scrolling at the bottom here for you. You can also find her on Facebook. Where else? Anywhere else?
Facebook, Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, if you look up Urban Kingster on Facebook, you'll find her.
Okay. So everybody can find her there. And, we've got her on our pages. If you don't know, you can definitely check with us as well. All right, guys. And we cannot end the show without at least talking about Ebony Erotic Experience going down October 27th and 28th in Cleveland, Ohio. This is a lifestyle event. So there are different types of events, folks. Check out, make sure you listen to the names. This is a lifestyle event. So what we do at our event is we try to encompass all of the different lifestyles at our event. We have some great featured guests coming all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. We have Lady V and D Black, the face-sitting couple extraordinaire. I believe that we're all going to be in the front row for that class. And then we have coming all the way from Florida, the king and queen of erotica, Ms. Jet Setting Jasmine, and King Noir will be in the house joining us for a second time. Love them so much. Can't wait. Make sure you check them out with Royal Fetish Films. Do not forget to check them out and support Black porn that is actually made by Black people. Okay. We're going to keep stressing that.
Ethical porn at that.
Ethical. Sex positive. We have 2 sex positive couples that will be in the house. Also, all the way from Barbados. Yes, we have the passion poet himself, Mr. Robert Gibson, will be in the house. We're flying him in, ladies. The voice. And he's also a dom. So yes, you definitely want to be in the house for him. We have Miss Roxy on the pole. She is from the Midwest, one of the top Midwest pole fitness instructors, and she is a female entertainer. She will be joining us as well. We have the king of burlesque in the house from Chicago, Illinois. We have Mr. Ray Gunn. He will be teaching burlesque classes as well as performing. And if you just saw a little bit of that video, we all about to learn how to take our clothes off the right way, okay? Absolutely fabulous, yes. And hosting our event from Chicago, Illinois, Mr. Hood Raised himself, Mr. Ollie Woods, will be in the house as our master of ceremonies, and our mistress of ceremonies will be Miss Hollywood from Indianapolis, Indiana. And we are going to be busting her cherry. This is her first lifestyle event. It's going to be off the chain. We have some great vendors. We have a 2-story building. It is totally private. Absolutely no cameras are allowed in the building. No cell phones. Just leave those bad boys because you're going to be having too much fun. We've got so much planned for you in those 2 days. So make sure you go out to Eventbrite. Your tickets are $225 for both days. That includes all of your food as well at the venue, all of your classes, anything that you want to do. We also cannot forget Miss Purple Rain is sponsoring our dungeon. So we will actually have a little dungeon in the house as well. So we're going to have quite a bit for our swingers, for our polys, for our kink, for our fetishes. We have, what's that word, Miss Siren? What else do we have?
Glory hole.
Yes. 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 Never know.
I want to stick my butthole in a glory hole. I just wanted to put that out there.
I mean, I feel you though.
Never know what you might get. So never know. We have games, we have entertainment, we have so much planned for you. Remember, go out to Eventbrite. It is under the Ebony Erotic Experience, the second coming burlesque edition. Okay, guys. All right.
Yeah.
We are gonna have some fun. Okay.
I'm handing out spoons.
Anyway, you know what? I'm gonna be serious. Okay. Done playing with y'all
I don't
tonight.
think that's possible with us on here.
You don't
That
think
part. That part. Like, what you
Hey, you know what? It sounded good. It did. But we're gonna be right back tonight, as Miss Purple Rain will be our lead for the evening. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you check out the flyer, the right one. It will say we start at 6:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Central Standard, we have 7:30 and 8:30, right? 8:30 Central.
8:30.
9:30 for our folks out here on the East Coast, and 10:30 for our brothers and sisters down in Barbados. So make sure you check out Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. We will be back next week with more for you to enjoy. Remember, enlighten, enjoy, and embrace eroticism. For myself, Ms. JewCee, Miss Siren, Miss Purple Rain, and Mistress Urban. You all have a great night. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.
See?